Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'm sharing with you, as you can tell, a get ready with me. All I've applied are my brows because I think, again, we'll be here all day. Still having problems with my brows and I don't know why. Sometimes it takes me a few moments, sometimes it takes me so long. But anyway, I've applied them, they're okay, they're so-so and I'm happy with them today. Sort of. They'll obviously look better with the full face of makeup on. Anyway, I'm going to share with you a get ready with me. I've got a number of Primark makeup bits and pieces to share with you that I shared in a recent haul, either last time's haul or the time before. I've also got these little eyeshadow palettes. I've got Wild Love, Gold Rush and Tropical Storm. I think I will share those with you next week. So yeah, I've got a number of eyeshadow palettes and I'll probably be going to a Primark over the weekend to see if they've got any new goodies as well. I've also got some lip products. I've got another one of those double take palettes. I've already shared with you this one, which is the neutral version, but I've got it here because it has some bronzer or contour and blushes there, and then on the other side, I'm not going to be using this side though, it's got the eyeshadows. Definitely not going to be using those because I've got another eyeshadow palette, but I may be using this one here, so I brought that in as well. But what I am going to be sharing with you is the double take pink version. These retail for £8 and you can pick them up in Primark at the moment. So you've got blushes on that side, and then actually I'll save the eyeshadows until I actually share them with you in a moment. Okay, so like I say, I've just applied my brows. That's basically it. I'm just going to twist my mirror around and let's get into this try on. You can even see, not try on, get ready with me, you can even see my hair is wet as well. So I'm going to be applying, first of all, the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. It's the only concealer that I wear. It is the one that I absolutely love. So, and of course I have applied all of my skincare, which is Nip and Fab as well. And I shared that with you yesterday in my favourites video. So I usually just apply, I mean, you've seen me do this before. If you're new to my channel, I usually just have to make sure that it's there, and then I pat it like that. So I just manipulate the product so it covers everything that I want covered basically, and then the other side as well. So I just make sure that it's well covered there and then just tap it through like that. Okay, so that's the concealer. Might need to add some more, but we'll see. Now for the foundation, and of course this is the foundation. It's the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I use C4 in the concealer, F4 in the foundation, and this is my holy grail. I don't think I will find another foundation that I love as much as this one. So let me just move my hair back and I usually just pop a little bit on my neck like that. Okay, and I have forgotten my foundation brush. What can I use? Oh my goodness, this is a disaster. I'm going to pat it in with my fingers and see how I get on. I knew I was going to forget something. I hope I haven't forgotten any other brushes. I don't think I've put on foundation with my finger for a long time. But my makeup is stored in my bedroom and I film in another room. But anyway, hopefully it will be okay. I have actually stopped and started the video lots of times because I've forgotten so much, but anyway, it's going on very nicely, so I'm going to continue. Whoops, got some baby hairs here that it's going into. Sounds like Winston's woken up from his nap. A little bit tricky around the brow area. But anyway, I'm going to continue. I'm going to apply a powder foundation in a minute anyway with a brush, so that should settle any foundation. Actually, I can't believe how well it's going on with a finger. Oh, I always forget something. But actually, it's gone on really, really well. I'm using my ring finger because obviously that has the lightest touch. But let me just do that upwards actually rather than down. But yeah, that has really gone on very well. I just think it shows what a fantastic foundation it is, because you can actually you know, apply it so many ways. I certainly wasn't intending on applying it with a finger. I'm just going to put a little bit more around the cheek area where I've got a little bit of redness, like that. But that has really gone on so nicely. I'll try and be quick. Obviously now Winston's woken up. Hopefully he'll settle back down again, but we'll see. Okay, so that is the foundation applied, and I can't believe how well it's applied using a finger. But anyway, it's gone on so well, and I'm very impressed. Now I'm going to, obviously it was a mistake, I'm going to apply now the powder foundation, and if you would like a powder to set your under eye or your face, you might want to try this. It's £5 and it's just amazing, and it's the Revolution Pro Powder Foundation. It's just a beautiful product. So what I do now is, obviously I like the concealer to dry a little bit, but then I tap it out like that, and then use one of these brushes from Real Techniques, which is the contour brush, and just apply the powder underneath. Winston is at that stage where he's starting to get a little bit I suppose crafty, and he thinks if he whimpers enough I will go downstairs and, you know, get him out of his bed. But the problem is that if I do that each time, he's just going to keep on doing it. So I do apologise if you can hear him in the background, but I never get him out of his crate when he's whimpering like that. I always wait until he's quiet anyway. So he needs to learn that he needs to stay in there until I'm ready to get him out, because obviously I'm now starting to also leave him. Now I'm just patting the foundation basically everywhere. I do not need to reapply this. Once I've applied it once, that is basically it, and it keeps my foundation in place all day. And you can see that I've got a nice effect to the skin now, but what I will say is that also I have some dewiness. So basically I set it, but I'll also have some dewiness as well, because my skin is a little bit oily. Not as oily as it used to be, but certainly it has a little bit of oil. So even though it looks a little bit powdery now, I suppose if you have really dry skin or dry skin, you could now put a spray on it. But with me, I don't need the spray because my natural oils will come through and it will look like natural skin in about 10 minutes basically. But if you do have dry skin and you still want to use that powder and set your face using it, then you could obviously just spritz your face. Now I'm going to apply this, which is the Revolution Pro Eye Elements in Central. And I'm using the brush that I use to carve out my brows, which is it's from Wilko. It's only £1 and it's very inexpensive. And this is what Central looks like. Matches my skin perfectly. So I'm just going to go around the brow. Around the underneath of the brow anyway, and I'm just going to pop that there, and then what I do is I just pat it out again with the ring finger so that the finish is not too thick. And then again on the other side. Yeah, Winston is a very, very, very clever puppy. He's picking things up so quickly, but not just good things, but he's also trying to manipulate me, I suppose, in a way, to get his own way. So, you know, and I've also got to leave him tomorrow. I did actually think that he was over his car sickness, but funnily enough, it's actually come back with a vengeance. So I am going out tomorrow, so I'm going to leave him for a little while. So obviously he needs to get used to the fact of being left alone. Otherwise I will never be able to leave him here. Okay, so we've got that applied, and now what I usually do is go in with bronzer just while that's setting as well. So obviously I'm going in with the Double Take, and this is the neutral version. I'll just show you it again, what you get in this one. So you get the bronzer, the banana powder, you get a blush, and that's a shimmery blush, and then you get another shimmery blush, but that's much more peachy. You could, I suppose, if you have you know, medium and above skin, or medium and deeper skin tones, you could use this as a highlight. And I think, is this a banana powder? I think it could be a highlight as well. They all look shimmery apart from that one there, which is what I'm going to use today. I'm going to go in with my fan brush, and the shade is called Throw Shade. Okay. So let's just apply that. It's one of those shades that works perfectly for me because I can't wear anything that's too orange, because it just looks, I don't know why, but it just makes me look a little bit grubby in the face, like I need to wash my face, rather than giving me a nice kind of, you know, either contour or glow. Probably because I haven't got a tan. But anyway, this one works very, very well for me. So it works as a contour. I'm not going to put too much on my face today. I don't know. You never know. It might end up that way. Let's just make sure that it's all... Usually I've got my hair... I usually put my makeup on when my hair is totally off my face, usually in a towel, because obviously I have to wet my hair every day. So my hair is getting in the way a little bit. That's better. I always find this side much more difficult to do. That's better. A little bit more. Winston's still not settling down. He was very, very well behaved, and then of course I started bringing him up here and trying to get him to I don't know, you know, come up here. The problem with that now is that he thinks that if he whimpers loud enough, then he will, you know, I will just go down and get him. So there we go. I think that's okay. No, it's not. I've got a little bit here. Okay, let's just blend that in. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I also want to apply a little bit of blush. I'm just going to open up, if I can. Oh no. I should have probably taken off the packaging before, but I wanted to show you it new. Oh no. I know it's really good that Primark does this, but do you find it really difficult to get? There we go. That's one removed from one side. Now for the other side. There's no, oh there we go. That was easier. I was going to say there's no bit where you can actually tear it off. You just have to cut it usually, and I've totally forgot. Now I've got to take off the plastic packaging. There's one, so I can show you without that glare. And there's two. Okay, so I've managed to break into the product. So with this, so obviously this is double take, but it's the pink version. And basically what you get in here is they have mirrors each side as well, like that. And then you have this section. So this is for blush. And these are all matte, I think. Yeah, I think they're all matte, so that's really good. And that's why obviously I've brought in the nude version as well, because that's got the bronzer in there. And these are your eyeshadows. And I just think that they're beautiful. Again, you've got the mirror. Again, I don't want to blind you. So these look beautiful, don't they? So I'm going to apply a little bit of this blush. I think I'm going to go for this one here and see what that's like. That one looks like it might be a little bit too light for me, but this one, which is called Smart Talk, looks beautiful, I hope. Ooh. That is beautiful. I do like a lot of blush. Like, not perhaps to that much, but I haven't got my foundation brush, but I've got my powder brush, which I can sort that out with. Yeah, it's gone on better that side. When I went into it, first of all, there was quite a lot of kickback, loose powder. So obviously I've picked up a little bit too much, but with another brush I'll just blend that out a little bit. But that looks beautiful. The only thing I will say, the bronzer or contour, yeah, is not coming through. I'm going to have to put a little bit more. So I've gone back into the nude palette, getting a little bit of that throw shade again. So I feel like I'm a bit too blushy at the moment. That's better, I think. I'm also putting my makeup on in front of a window, which is washing it out a little bit. In camera, it looks great, but in real life, it looks a little bit pale. But anyway, that's absolutely fine. Really like that. Now, for something totally new to me, and I'm not quite sure. Am I going to like it? Don't know. And it is the, oh, I've got a brush here. Okay, it is the Pierce Nudes Glow. It's an iridescent jelly highlighter, and it's £4. And again, this is the pink version. This is what it looks like. Now, are you going to be able to see it? I don't know. Oh, there we go. I really love the lid because it's like a duochrome. It's quite chunky, but I really like that because I like these kind of statement pieces that can sit out on the tabletop. Now you unscrew it like that. Ugh. And then when you open it up, it looks like this. So it's very like skincare. I haven't tested this at all. I looked in my box. Oh God, that hair. Ugh. I looked in my box this week and I thought, wow, I've still got all of this Primark, all these Primark products to share with you. So I thought I've got to do it for you before, obviously, it goes out of the store. So this is one of those products as well. But oh my goodness, it's like gold and pink. Let me swatch it. Ooh, it's very bizarre. Okay. That is weird. Okay. Can you see it even? I was expecting it to be really, really strong. It is strong if you really, really layer it up. I'm not sure if I want to put that much on my cheek though. So that's really strange. Let's see what it looks like on the cheek. I'm going to get the lid where there's a little bit of product. I'm a little bit worried about it. It feels very, very oily. Let me just go into the actual. It's really weird. Anyway, let me see what it looks like actually on the skin. Wow. I've never tried anything like this before. Now, when they said jelly highlight, of course, I've tried the Revolution version, and that was really, again, a weird consistency because it was really sticky. And I suppose when it said jelly highlight, I expected this to be the same, you know, where you put your finger in it, it's like, you know, quite stringy, I suppose, and quite jelly in the fact that you pull it and, you know, it moves. This is totally different. It's more, I don't know, it's weird. It reminds me of when you put your finger into butter. It's oily, and it's not as, I don't know, it's certainly not as iridescent as it looks in the, you can build it up. It's pulling off my foundation here. I'm going to have to put a little bit of foundation there. It's because it's such a liquidy product, it's pulled off the foundation, which is what I don't like from, yeah, this is going to turn out to be a little bit of a mess now. Where's that brush? This is what I don't like about jelly or liquid highlights, is because what they do is, if you wear you know, a liquid foundation, they will pull off your makeup, and that's what that one has done. So I'm going to go in with the bronzer again, and then I'm going to go in with the highlight, but I'm going to, this time, I mean, is there even any effect? I think I'm going to leave it. But it feels like butter. It's very like oily. I think I'm just going to pop it on here and leave it. I've never ever had a highlight like it. It's gone on like oil. I don't even know, I mean, yeah, you can see it a little bit. I I don't know about that. I think that's a little bit of a, I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I don't know what to make of it, to be absolutely honest with you. I can see a little bit of the pink there. It's pulled my makeup off a little bit this side. I'm going to put a tiny bit there. Yeah, all it's done is move my makeup. I don't think I like it. I don't, you know, if it's going to be that much work, if it's going to be that much work, I don't think I'm even going to bother touching it again. Is there a highlight here that I can perhaps use? I might go in with Roasted from the Nude version. So I've gone back to the Nude palette. I'm going to go into that one there, Roasted. See what that does. This is my flex brush. That's better. It's given me a proper highlight. You can see that there. Yeah, the iridescent jelly highlighter is definitely a thumbs down, and thank goodness I've been able to save my makeup. Okay, now for the eye look. So I'm going back to double take the pink palette. Wow, that was a little bit of a worry there for a moment. Okay, so we've got some absolutely beautiful shades in here. We've got some plums, we've got pinks, we've got nudes, we've got it all basically. I'm going to start off with the shade, I think, Dream On, which is that one there. And I'm, of course, going in with the Primark eye contour brush. So Dream On, let's see what that does. A little bit of kick up again. I haven't set this because I want to see how it performs straight onto the eye. It's okay. You can build it up. Let's try the other eye. It's a nice colour, and you can certainly build it up a little bit more. I'm going to put that under the eye, that one. Yeah, really love that colour actually. Goes really nice, whoops, with the highlight. Very nice spring summer kind of colour. Okay, now I'm going to go into, I think, Oh My. Am I going to go into Oh My? It's Plum with a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to go back to the Nude palette, seeing what I've got there. I remember, I don't think I like that double take palette so much because it's got a lot of shimmers, and I'm finding exactly the same with this one. I'm going to go in Oh My and see what that does. It's a deep plum with sparkle to it. Very pastel looking. Actually, I quite like it. Very, very fresh, summery kind of look. Needs a tiny little bit of definition. I'm going to go into Choc Dip, which is a shimmer, but I just need some depth, and there's not too many deep shades in here. I'm going to keep it quite light. There's also a lot of fallout there, which thankfully has just brushed away. I'm just going to get a tiny bit more of that Choc Dip. Do exactly the same on the other eye, and then again on the other side. Again, there's fallout. I didn't think that was going to work, but it has, even though it's got shimmer, and I'm finding that actually with, you know, these brands, if you do need to use a shimmer, then just keep buffing and that shimmer doesn't show. A little bit more on this side. There. So basically I'm going to leave it like that. It is quite, you know, a summer inspired kind of palette, but now I'm going to go into the shimmer, and I really want to use that shade called Bossy, and it looks like that. It's a beautiful peachy pink. Oh, that is gorgeous. Like that. There is, let me just get another brush. I'm moving to the 250 pencil and powder smudge brush, also from Primark. I'm going to go into the shade Twister, which is a lot, I mean, obviously that is very bright. This one is a little bit less so. And I'm going to pop that on the inner corner as the highlight. That's the lightest that they've got. There's no like champagne or anything like that. Okay, so that's the eye look complete. Now I'm going to add a little bit of liner from Revolution, the Smoky Waterproof Gel Liner. Like that, and then we've got mascara, as always, the Mascara Revolution, so it looks like that. If you haven't tried this yet and you don't like wearing false lashes, I would certainly try it. I never knew until I actually applied this to my lower lashes that my lower lashes were nearly as long as my top lashes. I mean, who knew? But this mascara has really brought out my eyelashes, and I've used other mascaras on my lower lash. I had to stop because it transferred to the lower eye area. But yeah, it really does bring out your lashes. Okay, so that is the eye look complete. Now moving on to the lip. Now I've got 3 lip products. I don't think I'll be using this one. This is the Team Nude. So they all look like that, and then they have 3 products. So that's Team Nude, that's Berry Boss, like that. And then we have, I think the one, am I going to be wearing this or shall I go for Berry Boss? And this is All Taupe. I think I might go for the berry. And so they've all got, not both, all 3 of them have got 3 products in them. So this is the first time I'm opening this up. So you get 3 products. Obviously the lip liner, so they're calling it a matte lip, a contour, which is the lip liner, and then the lacquer, which I'm assuming is a gloss. So I'm going in with the pencil first, so like that. Showing that that's clear. It just cheapens it a little bit. If they'd have put a black lid on, it would have been great. That is so soft and creamy. It just went on so smoothly. Love it. Oh, that is beautiful. Love that. Now we've got the matte lip. So it looks like that. God, I can't even get the, oh there we, oh no, look. That's why I want to go. Oh dear, I think I'm not going to be able to, can I put it on like that? I'll just see if I can. Well, it's worked. It's going to take me a few moments. That was tricky. Wow. There we go. I forced it back in. It's okay. That is the lip. It dries very, very quickly. It's a little bit too bright. It's a little bit brighter than what I was expecting. Much more brighter than what I was expecting. But anyway, I'm now going to go in with the lip lacquer. Again, no. Oh, thankfully. I thought I was going to have the same issue. Oh, okay. This is now the lip lacquer. So I'm assuming this is a gloss. Yeah. So I'm going to go over the top. Oh, this smells nice. I think I like this colour a little bit better. I'm putting it over the top. You probably should use them separately. That's actually nice. I really, really like the lip lacquer. I mean, the liquid lipstick, I'm going to take that awful highlighter off. I really, really love the smell of the lip lacquer. I really like the liquid lipstick. It's just a shame about the applicator, but I have got a lip brush anyway, so that's fine. Feels not too bad on the lip, a little bit gloopy, but a beautiful colour. I think I prefer the colour of the lip lacquer. I'll just swatch that for you. They need to probably sort out their applicator. The hole that the applicator goes into is very, very small. But yeah, really love that. Okay, let's take out the hair, which is probably messed up. I think I'm probably going to have one of those days today, aren't I? Okay, there we go. I will leave it like that. Obviously the hair's still drying anyway. And I'll go through the products and tell you what I thought. First of all, I'm talking about the Primark. I will not review the Revolution products because obviously you have seen those all before and I've talked about those. I'm just going to take off that lip product because I'm wearing a white top. Okay, so first of all, the eyeshadow palettes, the double take eye and face palettes. I feel the same way about the pink version as I did to the nude version. I absolutely love the face powders. I wish there was a bronzer in here because I think this one is a little taupey. But actually, the cheek area looks beautiful. It looks just flushed. It looks gorgeous. So yeah, I must say, I really do like these face powders. They work beautifully and you can really build up the blush or tone it down. And I really do think that my cheek area looks beautiful. This one I used, in the pink version I used that one. I love that blush and I am extremely fussy about blush. So for me to like, you know, this blush, it's a big deal. Really like that. Not so sure about this one on me, but you never know. Or the really pink version, I don't think I will be using that, but that one, stand out, beautiful. The eyeshadows, now I remember not particularly liking this because I found it incredibly difficult to use. I think there was a lot of deep shades and not many, well, there wasn't any transitional shades, that's right. So there was a lot of deep shades and there was a lot of shimmer shades in the palette, so it's slightly difficult to use. But if you're looking for a smoky eye, perfect. Day to day, not quite so good. This one, however, I am absolutely loving this this eye look. It's given me a day-to-day look, which I'm looking more for summer. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. Love that. Now moving on to this. I really don't like this at all. It feels like, actually it doesn't feel like butter, it feels like margarine. You know when you put your finger into melted margarine, that not melted totally, but say you've left out the pot too long in the heat, that's what it feels like. It feels very oily, not like and it feels like it sinks into the skin. It feels like there's no payoff whatsoever. I had to literally dig my finger in to get the swatch that I got on my arm, on my cheek. I don't know, it was really weird. Not only that, because it's so oily, it lifted my foundation and I was really lucky actually to save the makeup. So this looks beautiful and in theory it should work absolutely magnificently, but no. The only thing I like with this is to look at it. I do not like it on my face. I really don't like that product at all. So sorry about that. What really saved it though was the highlight. Which highlight did I use? I actually used this one, Roasted. So back to the Nude palette. Absolutely beautiful. And that's what I've now got on. So yeah, really beautiful palettes. Love those. Now onto the lip products. Really love their shade range with these. I thought the matte lip from the Berry Boss collection looked stunning. But of course I wanted to test out everything for you. The lip liner, oh my goodness. This feels so soft, so creamy, so amazing. Love it. It's such a shame that the applicator had been bent over, but I can see why, because the hole that the applicator goes into is so tiny. I even had a job to get this one out and it wasn't bent over. So yeah, really tricky packaging there. But the matte lip looked stunning. I don't like it with this look. And then this is also a beautiful colour. The only thing that I will say about it is that I can feel the product all over my teeth and on my tongue. So as soon as I finish this video, I will be removing it. But this product, the lip lacquer, it did also give had a nice smell to it, a nice vanilla scent. Let me just smell this. I was so shocked by the applicator. Yeah, I don't like the scent of this one, much more of a fake manufactured smell, but this one is that kind of vanilla-y scent. So all in all, I do like it. I just don't like the colour for this daytime look. I'm going to put on much more of a probably Greatest from Revolution, which is my favourite, but I really love the lip liner. Okay, so that is my look. I would really, really love your thoughts. I mean, that eye colour, oh my goodness, that is just beautiful. Love that. Sorry about the long video. As always, a get ready with me is never going to be you know, a 5-minute video, because obviously I'm going through products and sharing them with you. But I'd love your thoughts on my look. I would love your thoughts on the products. Have you got any of these? Have you tested them out? Are you finding the same thing? So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. I also apologise if you heard Winston. I will now get him out. He's now settled down. So obviously I now know that, you know, if I leave him, he will be okay, but you know, he's just a puppy and it's all a training process. So until Monday now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.